Bold and Beautiful, 4816, 420, 2006.
You seen this?
What? Well, Stephanie giving Forrester creation back to her ex-daughter-in-law is big news.
When it happens, it's big news. She hasn't accepted the offer yet.
She hasn't turned it down.
Not yet, no.
Did you talk to her?
She knows how I feel.
Well, I went by her house. She wasn't there. I've called. She won't return my phone calls.
She doesn't want to be persuaded by you or anybody else.
Did you explain my idea to her?
I don't want her working with Ridge. I told her that.
If we can just get Taylor on our side, with her 2%, Brooke's 50%, we could have controlling interest.
Who exactly is we in all of this?
Brooke. After working for them like a scullery maid all these years, she can finally run Forrester without the Forresters, if we can just get Taylor's shares.
But we don't know that's going to happen.
After I left here last night, I overheard Taylor talking to Stephanie and telling her how upset she was that Stephanie wanted Brooke back in the family.
Yeah?
Yes. She accused Stephanie of trying to buy Brooke as a present for Ridge.
Well, that must have gone over well.
Then Stephanie made the fatal mistake. She chose that exact moment to give Taylor her 2%.
What happened?
Taylor told her to get out.
And you just happened to be there with a sympathetic ear, didn't you?
I had dinner with Taylor last night.
Really?
Yes, and I laid the whole thing out to her. Her 2%, Brooke's 50%, they can finally let the Forresters know what it's like to have their lives turned upside down for a change.
What did she say?
She said she wanted to sleep on it. And I said I would call her today and find out what she was thinking.
Don't push her.
She is hurting, Nick. She feels like she's been kicked to the curb. And we're gonna make her feel a whole lot better.
Hello?
Hello, Taylor. It's Stephen.
Stephen, hi. Hi. I was going to call you earlier.
Well, I know you have a bit on your mind.
Yes, I do.
So have you thought about what we talked about?
Yes, I have, Stephen. In fact, that's all I've thought about. I didn't get any sleep last night.
Listen, I promise you, Taylor, with your 2% and Brooke's 50, we can...
I understand. Believe me, I totally get what you're saying. I do. It's just that I'm not interested in getting revenge of the Forresters.
Remember, this is not about revenge.
No,
This is...
well, justice, redemption, whatever it is you want to call it, I don't want to be a part of it. Okay, Stephen? I just want to move on. I need to close this chapter of my life, and I need to move on, and I just don't want to be like that, okay?
Taylor, what are you saying?
I'm giving back my 2%.
Now listen, let me talk to you one more time.
Stephen, I've made up my mind.
Hey, sweetie, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Hey, the doctor said take it easy.
Any easier and I'd be asleep.
Oh, let her fuss.
You're awfully quiet, Thor.
You said you wanted to talk?
About the business, right? Yeah, Mom, tell us how you came to this decision to give Brooke 50% of the company.
I realize this must look like quite a turnaround.
That's an understatement. I mean, considering that you've hated Brooke for so many years.
Yes, but I can't go back and change those. All I can do is try and make amends.
You could try being nice. You didn't have to give her 50% of the company.
Well, I suppose that's true. I mean,
50% of Forrester Creations is a very sweet deal.
I thought you were okay with this.
Whatever makes Ridge happy.
No, this isn't about me, Thorne.
Since when?
Brooke's earned this.
Okay, look. The decision has been made. It's a done deal. Here. Thorne.
What is this?
It's your stock. Ridge and Eric and I have 10% each, and the three of you have 6% each.
Why does Thorne get less than Ridge?
I'm okay with it, Kristen. I made some bad calls with the last stock. I'm very grateful for the 6%, Mother.
So who gets the last piece of the Forrester pie?
2% goes to Taylor, because she's part of the family.
That's such a load of bull.
Taylor?
You gave me the stock to ease your own guilty conscience. But you know what? I'm not the one who can be bought.
I just don't get it. Last night she was more than upset. She was furious. She felt lied to, betrayed. She felt like everything she ever thought was real wasn't.
It's understandable.
You're not even upset.
Can you tell me why? Exactly why did she return the shares?
She wanted to put it all behind her, and she wanted to sever all ties.
Well, I can't say that I blame her.
God, that family has been getting away with murder for years. What they did to Beth and Brooke and me, it's like we're nothing but pawns to them.
So, this is about revenge for you.
No. No, it's justice. It's not about me getting back at the Forresters. It's about Brooke getting what she deserves. And if Stephanie and Ridge get a little of what they deserve along the way, so much the better.
Taylor, come in.
And join the family?
You are family.
Until something better comes along.
I was just distributing.
Oh, yes, divvying up the spoils. Let's do the math. Let's say Brooke, 50%, Taylor, 2.
Sounds like a very small amount to you.
It is not about the money, Eric. I love you guys. I love all of you.
We love you too.
Really? Where have you been there for me? Huh, Kristen? You know, I just went through a big divorce. When your brother ditched me for Brooke. I know you live thousands of miles away, but I'm pretty sure last time I checked, they have phone service down in Florida.
You're right. You were there for me and Tony, and I am sorry.
Taylor, she didn't know what to say.
She would have known what to say if you were going through a divorce. I thought I mattered to you people.
Of course you mattered to us, Taylor.
How, Eric? The whole world thinks my marriage to Ridge was a joke.
No, that's not true.
You have 3 beautiful children together.
Sired by Ridge out of Taylor the fool. What was I, some kind of a brood mare? Yeah, just keep popping him out for King Ridge.
Taylor, come on.
What? Really? Really, how am I supposed to explain to my children that their grandmother wishes she had never come between their father and the woman that he really loves?
You're right, Taylor. We should have been more sensitive.
Honey, we love you.
Oh, like you love Brooke? Are any of your emotions for real?
Taylor,
Don't
please.
try to stop me!
Taylor, I understand what you're going through, okay?
Do you?
Yes. No matter what you do, it isn't good enough.
Oh, no, that's your cross to bear. You know, I was plenty good enough until I decided to come clean and shatter this perfect image when I decided to confess my sins.
You really upset about the 2%?
This has nothing to do with the money. How many times have you and Darla asked me to come over to your house and have a barbecue with the kids? It never happens. Why? Why?
People get busy, Taylor.
Yes, they do. They do, Felicia. And I was there for you when you were fighting cancer. I held your hand when you found out that Dante was the father of your baby. And where were you for me?
Felicia was fighting for her
And
life.
I was fighting for mine!
Sweetheart.
You guys were my life! I gave everything to you. I thought you would always be there for me. I thought you would be there for me no matter what happened.
We're here.
at another family gathering I wasn't invited to.
You asked me to come to your office. You threw me out when I gave you the stock.
You betrayed me.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I never wanted you to feel something like that.
Taylor, you're a part of this family.
This isn't a family. This is a dictatorship. All of you bowing and scraping around like a bunch of drones around the queen.
Stop it.
So who's gonna have your favorite today? Who will it be? Will it be your husband? Or no? No, he can't possibly compete with her. I better go.
If you have something to say, say it.
Let's all just calm down, okay?
You want to just finish this in private?
Stephanie,
No, I think it's better if everybody goes away for a little bit. Taylor and I need to talk.
Without Taylor's shares, we don't stand a prayer of getting the Forresters out.
Don't get too ahead of yourself here. Brooke hasn't even accepted the 50%. This could all be for nothing.
I know my daughter. Running Forrester Creations is a dream come true for her.
Well, she's got other dreams now.
Yeah, well, this is an opportunity for her to finish what she started.
She doesn't need to prove anything.
Except to herself. Nick, Brooke's mother told me a very interesting story about her. It was about when she was in high school. She was taking a chemistry midterm when she was a sophomore. She aced it. Completely aced it. But a boy sitting right next to her had exactly the same answers.
Same answers. She got accused of cheating.
Of course. She's too pretty to be smart. Brooke has had to fight for everything she's ever wanted. And she wants this, Nick. And she can have it without the Forresters. If we can just get that 51%. Come on, can't you see it? Stephanie and Eric and Ridge marching out of Forrester headquarters with their little bags packed. That is a sweet image. And I'm just asking you to help me find a way to make it happen.
All right, you're hurt, and you're angry, and you want to get even.
Honestly, I'd rather just go.
What is this, a hit and run?
I came to give you your stock back.
You don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. It's an empty, meaningless gesture. I want no part of it.
Well, if I had had any idea that this would be like rubbing salt into some old wound, I would never have done it.
How could you not? I mean, you dismissed me. My entire marriage to Ridge, all the years I was married to him and I raised his children, your grandchildren, it's like all of it meant nothing. You were like a mother figure to me. You were my best friend.
I still
You stabbed me in the back! In front of the whole world. God, how could I ever trust you again?
What do you want me to say that I'm wrong? Do you want me to say he hasn't loved her his whole adult life? I can't do that because it's not the truth. I can see this hurts you. I know it hurts you. But this is the reality of the situation. I've had to accept it.
Because Ridge almost died.
Yes.
I know what you're really thinking. Yeah, when Brooke announced that she was leaving Forrester, she was quitting her job, she was leaving the company for good, you were glad. You were glad because You knew you'd finally have Ridge all to yourself.
All I have ever wanted
Was for Ridge to be happy.
was for all of my children to be happy.
Oh, come on. Come on, Stephanie. Look, we're all alone here. There's nobody else. It's just you and me. Ridge has always been the center of your world. Always. He's everything to you. Why? Why is that?
You're the psychiatrist, you tell me.
You are me, and I am you. That's why you chose me to be Ridge's wife. Because we're so much alike.
I thought that was Ridge's decision.
And when he rejected me, it was like he rejected you. And that hurts. That really hurts, doesn't it? To be dumped for a woman like Brooke. A woman you've hated all your life. And you still hate. Because she has him and you don't.
Stephen, you know that I love your daughter, and it's because of her that I'd help you. But the way I see it, your plan has come down to basically one person here. Excuse me. Yeah. Hey, how are you? All right, fine, I'll be there. It's Brooke. She's made a decision.
Did she say what she's gonna do?
She wants to tell me face to face.
Well, how'd she sound?
Serious.
She wouldn't have to choose if Taylor would see things our way.
Stephen, that ship has sailed. I suggest you let it go. Excuse me.
You need help, Taylor.
I'm just being honest. I thought you liked that about me.
Did I not beg you? Please don't tell Ridge about James. I said it's ancient history. There is nothing to be gained.
Except trust.
Some things are better left unsaid. Look, you've made a mistake. Your mistake. You're going to have to live with it. You've got to move on.
I am moving on.
Well, obviously not if you're standing here obsessing about Ridge.
I'm not the one obsessed.
I'm not going to apologize for loving my son.
No. No, because a mother's love is supposed to be pure, isn't it? Something beautiful.
I think you'd better leave.
You do realize what you've done to your family, don't you? Thorne's had to live with it his whole life. Nothing he ever does is good enough. It'll never matter because he'll live in Ridge's shadow. Kristen had to move clear across the country to get away from it. Felicia hops from man to man, hoping to get half the attention you lavish on Ridge.
Taylor, I'm warning
Oh, and let's just not forget poor lonely Eric. The reason you have so many problems in your marriage is not because of other women. There's no passion in your marriage because you give it all to Ridge. And the only reason you allowed Ridge to marry me, a woman like me, is because I'm not a threat to you. See, I don't have the sexual hold on him Brooke does, and that's what this whole thing boils down to. Every time you saw Brooke running around in her sexy, skimpy lingerie, that just drove you crazy. Because you knew she was giving him something that you wished you could, but you didn't dare.
Taylor, it's Stephen. I know that you told me you're going to give your stock to Stephanie, but if it's not too late, would you give me another chance to try and convince you to keep it?
I'm on my way home right now. I can meet you there.
Okay, thank you. I'll see you there.
You never should have done that.